Alrighty, folks, and my computer is giving me. There we go, dude. What a night has it been, folks? I don't know how many people of you were paying attention and watching the. Why are you complaining still? Go away. Thank you. Good night, folks. Woo. Yeah. Yesterday was a kind of an interesting series of events that take place. I'm definitely not prepared for this, but I just thought about it. So let me search Twitter. Pancake. If I can spell, folks, it has been a night. Where's Pancake Bunny official? Because one of the Discord groups I'm hanging out in. Here, let's see if they deleted the tweet or if it was a um, if it was some FUD going through, but effectively, yeah. So this tweet Friday, 4:26. Yeah, here we go. 4:26 a.m. May 19. Never a boring day in DeFi. Dot dot dot. We're about to make it more interesting. Pancake Bunny, Pancake Bunny. Stay tuned. Coming soon. Airdrop. Bunny. Or does that mean falling from the sky, cratering, like we have here? This is nuts, folks. This is absolutely nuts that something like this occurred. But back to the lecture at hand again. Is down in the doobly doo below, you'll find a link talking about the exploit, and I won't go through all of this because it rather gets rather deep pretty quick. But effectively, he was able to use the concept of flash loans to attack the liquidity in the V1 pancake swap pool contract for um, I believe it was USDT BNB and or one of the ones that was tied to Bunny because what he was able to do was to use a flash loan with what looks to be only one BNB, folks. He started this with a one BNB. So he deposited one BNB. Okay, so maybe two because you have to bind it up there in the flip vault. So it looks like he may have started with only two BNB effectively, or whatever. I'm assuming that's the same ratio. I don't know enough to be sure. That's why I don't want to get too in depth on this because I really don't fully understand this yet because I'm still getting into understanding all of it. But yeah, effectively he got started with just a couple BNB and was able to leverage the the flash loan concept, something like Aave or Cake Finance might be another one, I think, that allows people to do the flash loans as long as it happens in the same block. So if you think about, a regular Bitcoin transaction from back in the day, that's literally just a transition the coins from one wallet to another. That was all that happens. Well, with the Ethereum and Binance and all the Ethereum clones, there's a bunch more logic there that may be unintended or may not be unintended. We don't know, but you can do these very very complex transactions um, that make sense maybe in certain circumstances, but can be attacked like this, and this may be depending on who you talk to, this may be another potentially unknown attack vector that DeFi as a community didn't understand, and or it may be just something that wasn't considered when the Pancake V1 come out, and that's maybe why they come out with Pancake V2. But between that tweet saying that shit's gonna get interesting and it getting very interesting in the same day, I suspect, and then other people in Discord that I've been talking to suspect that this may be something done by the dev to either rug us or partially rug us, rug the community, and or at the same time to get the information out of what they discovered. Either way, if it's the dev or not the dev, this concept is now out of the bag, and allegedly Pancake V1 is getting fixed, and or Bunny is getting fixed as well. That they have a whole recovery plan and all that craziness as well. So they're saying that it was simply an economic attack based on the conditions allowed in the liquidity differences between V1 and V2 pancake swap. Oh, there goes another trade, folks, on Matic. I've got an Autobot trading Matic. So that little tweet sound was a Matic trade. Sweet, sweet. So yeah, you can take a look at the link down below, and if you really want to get into the gory details of it, but effectively he crafted a smart contract. This absolutely had to be done by a smart contract because it all has to happen in the same order, and it was one order slammed into the blockchain that caused all of this, folks. One order, and we will quickly take a look at it. Again, this is not financial advice, and I am definitely not responsible or liable because they are two different things. But as you can see from if you've watched any of my previous streams, that number is very significantly higher now. Ha ha, folks. So, yes, absolutely not financial advice. I happen to be in a Discord group at the time that this happened within sheer minutes. And I just on instinct dropped in a trivial amount that I was fully prepared to say bye bye to. And we happened to catch it about $3. And then I pulled my initial out within that first little dip here. And so, yeah, if we go down to the nitty gritty details of this nonsense, I was in a Discord group helping them out build some nodes, and we were on this right freaking away. I almost went live at the same time on my YouTube channel, but I figured that would be kind of crazy too, because I didn't know what was going on either, and I didn't want to spread, you know, bad information. But we were in down here, real quickly. Right about $3. I bopped in with like point 0.2, and then at this first dip, I took my first point 0.1 out, and then just diamond handed the suckers, folks. And then um, I swung a couple of these with a little more on these full pullbacks. Once I started seeing it drift up, I slammed a little more in and just let it ride. And I helped worked on some server shit and didn't even look at a chart for hours. And then next thing you know, somebody's like, "Oh, hey, look at this," and so yeah, I probably got very freaking lucky, folks, on that one, and just was there at the right time and place. So now I have some liquidity to throw around and do some good shit. So I ended up not knowing what was going on with the market. I ended up uh, they call it tethering, but I end up vying, I guess. I end up slamming point 0.5 Vi up at Venus to just protect me a little bit in case we had some more crashing going on. So I had zero point 0.6 there as just a trivial dribble. So I put a half a beaner up there just to tether it out, just to make a little bit money back, um, and to give me a little bit of safety net there in case B&B falls anymore. At least hopefully Vi is won't. So that was my theory there. And then you can see I still have $89 dues here on the old bunny. So I've got 3 bunnies still sitting in bunny itself. So I didn't want to um, hang out there too much, but we were able to get in and stake before they locked everything. Again, very fucking risky, and it could have went absolutely the wrong way on us, folks. And then they locked it shortly after that. So and then I think that's all that shows up there. I did ape into a couple stupid little things just because they were there, and pulled my initial out and maybe a little bit more. I won't detail that kind of craziness on my YouTube channel quite yet because some of it does seem kind of crazy and very very high risk. So definitely keep an eye out for those scams that are going out there and rug pulls. Because I still do want to get something launched to help people identify rug pulls. But now that I'm getting into more of this group, there are several resources out there. But hell, there's enough of us around, and especially if you join the Discord group and below. And if you have any questions or if you want to help contribute some code and whatnot, we are going to do the best to share our knowledge and spread around what code we can spread around. And then, if we get organized enough and get something launched and go official, we will absolutely keep track of those that helped out early on and contributed and whatnot, and definitely reward them with some airdrops or some early access at the very least to anything we do launch. Um, that turned and once we turn it into a real project, and not just try to launch something just to launch something type attitude. So I will definitely keep you informed on that, and certainly join down below in the Discord. It is a growing little community there, of us just chatting about nodes and sniping bots and just getting everybody up to speed on all this crazy 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 nonsense that's happened. Like this, we're back above any of that nonsense yesterday. So imagine if I'd have held on and just there's people in my other Discord that I've been hanging out in was like, oh, I should have put everything I owned and back when we were on it in this dip, but we didn't know what was going on. Was this a dev rug pulling everybody and saying goodbye to Bunny? We didn't know. We literally didn't know, folks. And then I noticed right away that it was a contract that executed it, and so I mentioned that into the my Discord group, and we all sort of agreed that this definitely couldn't necessarily wouldn't have to be the dev, but it still could be the devs. We don't know. Nobody really knows if they're impacted or if they caused it or not, or if they were a part of it, or if they got part of the payout because the dude has moved money. The We've tracked quite a bit of the money and watched where it's went. Because of the way the blockchain works, it's a little bit harder to obfuscate things, and unless some of these addresses end up being the like dead wallets, like all of a sudden the coins just go somewhere else, which isn't necessarily like the end person getting the money because again, not financial advice or not advice at all. There are protocols like Swirl or on Ethereum called Tornado Cash or Tornado Finance or whatever it is. Uh, Definitely not something I'm going to get into in the near term. But yeah, there are angles out there that I'm learning about that you can hide yourself in the blockchain environment still. So you definitely take things at a grain of salt when looking at BSC scan, especially when you get into these smart contracts where they're moving things around between different types of tokens and stuff. It makes it not impossible to track, but it obfuscates it good enough to where you need to be a forensic accounting expert to figure this crap out. So and then another project that I can mention too that I think I bought like one, yeah, is this is another up and coming concept that I'm keeping one eyeball on, and like I said, I grabbed like one EQZ just in case they do an airdrop type thing. I've at least got one of their tokens, and if the value goes up, I'll have it. If and then hopefully, if they do launch something nice and cross chain compatible. This could be a potential interesting opportunity to do these flash loans across chains, even, which just I can't even get my brain around on how it even works. But that was another thing that come across my radar, looking for, because basically this is going to be something like a compound finance clone across multiple chains. So, and typically how we end these YouTube situations is my voice is starting to go again. So let me take a quick drink of coffee. Ah, yep, folks. All right. So keep on keeping on out there and hold on to that bag because you can definitely get wrecked out there. I tell you. Um, you just have to pay attention. Definitely look for these Discord groups and watch out for the Telegram bot groups. I'm learning about that craziness too. So yeah, if you get involved in this, definitely hold on to your bags and don't leak your private keys to anybody you don't absolutely trust, or never leak a private key. Maybe was an even better idea. Um, Cause you never know when it comes to money. You never know what people are gonna do, folks. So definitely watch out for security at all cases. And for me, I won't even run a Windows server with crypto on it or a Windows machine with crypto on it. So that's how paranoid I get to be. Because I watch some crazy, let's say Eastern European. So let's not target a specific country, but let's say Eastern European folks go, here, watch this, run this exe. And yeah, we won't document it that farther than that, but yeah, interesting little world we're working in today, folks. So yeah, uh, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment down in the doobly doo below because that helps out the channel, all that good stuff. And yeah, certainly join us in Discord and feel free to ask questions and all that good stuff. And I will catch you in the next video. And hopefully, one of these dang days, my voice will stick around for the whole video. Alrighty, folks.